Guys, welcome to Podcast. So today we are going to learn about how to use Git along with our project. So from this video onwards, we will be learning about how to track our project step by step, how to include Git in our project, and how to check its status, how to commit, how to add files and folders, and all the things. We have already covered the basics of the Git bash and its basic commands, and in this video we will be learning into practical projects. So let's start. So for that you would have to open the Git bash. If you have been following my videos, I'm pretty sure you must have downloaded the Git bash and already know the commands that we'll be going to use to set up our project. So the very first thing we'll decide is that where are we going to put our project. So basically, to keep it very simple, we will keep our project on the desktop. So you must already be knowing how to go to the desktop, which is CD and desktop, and press enter. Now you can see that we are on the desktop. Now we will create a new folder. If you are following me, you already know how to make a folder, which is make directory, which is a short form mkdir, and we will create a project name new project and press enter. Now to check if the project is there, you can press ls, but we'll move directly into the project now, which is cd new project. Now if I write ls, you can see it shows nothing because there is nothing inside the folder right now. So we will be creating some new files to start tracking of them. We need to have something, right? So we will be creating three files named index.html, main.css, and script.js. Now remember, you don't have to write it separately. Touch index.html and press enter, and then to touch main.css and press enter, and then touch script.js separately. You can create three or more or any number of new files. There is no limit to that, by just giving a space between the names of the files, just as we are doing right now. So as I press enter and then check through ls, you can see that we now have three files named index.html, main CSS, and script.js. And now we'll be opening all of them through VS Code, because that's what I use. And that's what probably I would advise you to use as well. That's a pretty good software, and it's completely open source. So yeah, like why not? So let's open the project on VS Code. I've already opened the command, and the it will take maybe 5 or 10 seconds. So now, as you see, our project is already open, and you can see the files on the right side named index.html, main CSS, and script.js. So we'll be writing some very basic code, which is a hello inside the H1, or probably hello world. That's where all of us code start, right? And we'll link our CSS. So which that's we have done. Now script.js, for now we will just keep it empty, and in the main JS we will give body a background color of maybe Rebecca purple, I would say, and we'll also give the h1 the color of probably orange. Now we will copy the path of the file and then open it in Google. Now as you see, we already have Rebecca purple color of background color of the body and the orange H110. Now, what is our next step? So our next step is to include Git inside our project so that it can start tracking our project and note all our version systems and everything and all. So for our project to include Git, what we need to do is the very first command that we have to write is git init. So we have to initialize it. Now when I press enter, now remember, before I press enter, you have to double check that you are inside the root, like inside the root of the folder. Like we made new project, you have to be in its root. The root is the very first level of your project directory. That's what the root is, where all of your files are mostly, or where most of your main folders are. So git init, and I press enter. Look what it says. It says initialize empty git repository in C users del desktop, because remember on the desktop only we created our new project, right? And dot git. So it basically creates a hidden folder named .git, inside which it keeps track of all of your version systems, whatever you did and all. Now, uh, now that we have already initialized Git repository by entering Git init, you see there is something, some new thing. What is it? Like in the right side of your, path of the file, of the folder. And it says main. So basically, it is your branch. So whenever you initialize a Git inside your directory, it creates a branch, and by default it gives it the name main. Earlier it used to give it master, but now it has changed a bit. The new versions now give it the name main. So if you are using an earlier version of the Git, probably you have it installed from way before. It can also say master, so there is no need to worry about that. Master and the main is one and the same thing. So now, this was our very first command. Now we have initialized Git repository, but if we check Git status, now what is Git status? Git status is to check what is the status of our project, or it can also be used to see for the very first time if it is at all, tracking any of our files. Now when you write git status and press enter, it shows you are on the branch main. Yeah, for sure, because it shows main here. Whatever branch shows here, you it means that you are on that branch currently. Now, and we only have one branch, by the way, main, because we haven't created any new branch. Now we are on the branch main. We do not have any commits yet, and there are some untracked files. So basically, all three of our files are untracked. So Git is not tracking any of our files, or Git is not tracking any of the changes that we are making in our files. In other words, you know. So in the next video, we will be learning about how to get to start tracking all of our files or some of our files, and start tracking its changes, what we are doing, and save it in its history and all the things. So stay tuned for the next video, and thank you very much, guys. I hope you understood it, you liked it, and you loved it. And so probably you have to like, share, and subscribe, and that's what all of you already know how to do that. So I'm not going to teach you that. So like, share, and subscribe, and thank you, and bye.